In this series, 6 rich kids are giving up the flashy supercars, the luxury 5-star hotels,
3, 2, 1.
and expensive designer shopping halls
This is the biggest chandelier in the house.
to go skint with desperate families living on the breadline.
I'm Phil, I guess nice to meet you.
Sparks will fly
I think you're a bit of a daddy's girl.
and tears will fall
Just start crying, give her a tissue.
as they face the most challenging experience of their entire lives.
Oh my God, what's about this time?
This is the London borough of Kensington and Chelsea. It's a neighbourhood known for its cafe culture, designer boutiques and millionaire mansions. It's also where 16-year-old rich kid Angelina grew up.
I do get given a lot of money from family, and that allows me to go and have nice luxurious things. I like designer brands because I think that they stand out a lot more, and it does offer a sense of uniqueness to your clothes.
And when she's not spending her parents' money on uniquely expensive clothes and jewellery, Angelina loves a bit of jet setting.
My favourite places are Italy, Madeira, Goa, the south of France and Monaco.
She also enjoys fine dining and thinks nothing of spending hundreds of pounds on meals.
Me and my mum always go to this really nice sushi bar, and with my dad, he takes me to my favourite restaurant in Notting Hill.
You're going to play well today?
Yeah.
Dad Sash also plays tennis with her at an exclusive sports club.
So I really enjoy sport, and I play netball, tennis and hockey on the top teams in my school. I hate playing on clay because it ruins my white shoes all the time.
But replacing ruined trainers with a new pair isn't a problem.
If I want money from my parents, most of the time I just have to ask for it. My mum won't give me money that easily, and I usually have to fight for it. With my dad, it's a lot easier. He kind of gives in.
She's very clever, she knows how to get something out, especially from me. Angelina, you're 16 years old now, and you still don't know how to iron.
It's fine, you can do it for me. I'm not spoiled, but I can be quite greedy and quite demanding.
How's that, princess?
And Mum Marina agrees with Sash that Angelina needs to learn to stand on her own 2 feet.
I really want Angelina to do this so that she can see for herself firsthand how less fortunate people are.
Can you just trim my cuticles as well?
Sure. I'm finding that she's very quick to spend money, and I'm hoping that she's going to come away from this really appreciating everything that she does have.
Thank you, they look amazing. So smooth and shiny.
To learn just how lucky she is, Angelina will be sent north to Hertford, a few miles from Manchester. Here she'll be staying with 19-year-old Amy, who has to look after her 3-year-old son Mason, even though she's only a little older than Angelina.
Mason is half angel, half demon, depending on who's around. He can be really, really good, or he can show everyone up. It's just who he is.
Mason, in please. You know what the grass is like.
As a teenage mum, Amy has had to take on a huge amount of responsibility, as she also cares for her disabled mum, who preferred not to take part in the programme.
My mum does try to do her best, but she can't stand up for longer than 5 or 10 minutes, so obviously she can't do the tea.
To support her mum and Mason, Amy plans to get a part-time job, but for now, she depends on government benefits.
I get about just under £150 a week for bills and for food, and 120 of that is supposed to go on bills. Yeah, whenever I get a letter, it is quite worrying. Birthdays, Christmases, anything like that, they are not a priority, and they never have been, because we first of all need money to live rather than extras. It's choosing whether to eat or pay the bills.
Amy's biggest problem has been finding somewhere to live.
The last property that we lived in, my mum got in rent arrears and we got forced out of the property. We were then in homeless accommodation. There was glass on the pavement, the door had been broken, so there was a board over it. and it really scared me. I had a couple of mental breakdowns and the whole family had reached rock bottom.
Last year, Amy fought to get her current home, but she continues to struggle from a lack of money.
Since we moved here, we have had to go to the food bank about 6 times, and the first time I went, I found it really, really embarrassing that I nearly started crying. It only really hit me when we got there that times are hard for us, but if it wasn't for them, then we wouldn't have been eating through them weeks.
That's not nice.
Oh, well, you won't be getting any ice cream then, will you?
No.
I really try and stay positive, but at the end of the day, when everything's done, it does enter my head that if the debts get any bigger, we could possibly be evicted from here as well.
Back in Kensington, Angelina has one last goodbye with her mum.
I really want this to work out for you because you have had things pretty much given to you on a plate.
Well, I'll definitely go in with an open mind and try and just enjoy the experience as much as possible.
You do know that this isn't going to be like a holiday. You're not going to a hotel.
Yeah.
And they might actually ask you to do some chores.
Obviously, I have very little experience doing those things. I literally don't do anything around that. I make my bed. I just don't know, like, if they ask me to do something, I have no idea how to do it.
Good way to learn.
What happens if it's not in London?
Wow, well, it might not be.
But where else would it be?
I don't know, it might even be north. You might have to go up north.
Where Norfolk is.
Yeah, Norfolk, in the north. Wherever it is, Angelina knows it might get chilly.
I'll be taking this Jean Paul Gaultier jacket and this Barber, just so I've got the choice in case I get a bit cold. Normally my mum does my packing because she's really good at it. Oh, I need to pack my pillow. So I'm also going to be taking caviar and crackers in case I get hungry, and also if they want to try it then.
I can see there being some struggle with them. We have no Wi-Fi, and we've not got satellite TV. There's no massive shopping sprees. It's just living day to day and finding the happiness in what you can.
I've never been this far up north. I think I'm in Cheshire. I know Harry Styles used to live there. The biggest thing I think I'm probably concerned about would be where I'm sleeping tonight.
It's a very busy house that I live in, and I don't know what hers is like, but I think it's probably gonna come to a shop.
The houses are really cute. Guess we're here.
Nice to meet you, I'm Angelina. Hi, are you coming in?
Thank you. Sorry for my big suitcase.
After being evicted from her last house, Amy now rents from her local housing association. It's a new build, but Amy's a bit embarrassed by it.
It doesn't really look much like a home. Like, you know, usually you see loads of pictures, loads of like cushions and stuff like that. It's about kind of making it as nice as I can without getting too attached. Don't know how long we're gonna be here because debts are already mounting up. If I get too attached to it and something happens, it'll be really upsetting. So it's now like treating it a bit like a train station. So you stay there for a little bit, but you know that the possibility is your train's gonna come at some point. The couches are actually donated from what's called the help scheme, so it's for people that haven't got enough money for furniture and stuff. The TV, that was from a charity shop, that was £23.
That's good.
How good's that?
Angelina is suddenly shocked when Nancy, Amy's hyperactive puppy, appears.
Yeah, I was so scared when I saw that dog. I'm not used to dogs at all. And, like, her dog's so crazy as well. It really freaked me out.
Right, I'll show you the rest of the house, should I?
Cool, after you.
Tiniest kitchen in the world. The vinyl in the kitchen came built in, so we're lucky about that.
That's lucky, yeah.
But a carpet, even for this hallway, would probably be like £85. So it's like, that probably takes about a year to save up for.
I thought it was really upsetting. Yeah, I didn't really expect that to be her, you know, her year's savings.
So this is Mason's room. There's literally enough room for the bed. Will you leave your bum alone? So this is my room. The bed was from the help scheme as well, including the mattress. I feel like some sort of charity case.
Angelina relies on handouts too, but hers are huge compared to what Amy has to live on.
So, do you have a budget?
If it is my parents who are going to get me stuff, then maybe 2,000.
Is that when you've been a really good girl, or is that just any time?
Yeah.
Daddy, you know, 'cause you love me. What would you say that the most expensive thing that you've got on is?
I think the most expensive thing I brought with me is probably my £800 Jean-Paul Gaultier jacket.
Wow. Can't believe how much a jacket can be these days. My jacket was only £3.
Really?
Yeah.
From where?
From the charity shop down the road, but the black and white one that I've got, that was £15, and I've had that since I was in year 7. So, 8 years. For £15, I've got me 1 year worth out of that. So do you have any idea of what I get weekly?
I actually have no idea.
Really?
Yeah.
I get, before anything's spent, £137 a week. When all the bills are covered, how much do you think we have to spend on luxuries and stuff?
£5?
Yeah, that's pretty close.
But what do you spend that on?
I get Mason some sweets or a new toy from the charity shop or something like that.
When Amy told me her budget, I was really taken back. I find it really sweet as well that she spends it on Mason and that she's putting him first and, like, you know, his needs are coming before hers.
Although Amy makes huge sacrifices, Angelina is worried about making even a tiny one.
I'm not too sure where I'll sleep, probably on one of the sofas, but Nancy, like, sleeps on the sofas. So I'm not sure if I'm going to be sleeping with her tonight or not.
You coming?
That's a yes.
It's time to collect Mason from the local nursery, and Angelina asks Amy about becoming a teenage mum.
It was 3 days before my 16th birthday that we found out I was pregnant.
Oh my God.
It was like an early birthday present.
Yeah.
I was so happy with myself.
That's nice.
And he saved my life.
What do you mean?
Well, I was a bit of a rough teenager. I didn't really care much for school. I was underage drinking. I was just doing stupid things. When I found out that I was finally pregnant, something just clicked in me instantly, and I sorted myself out. I got all my grades and, yeah, just sorted my life out. So are you planning on kids eventually, or don't you know yet?
Yeah, I'd like to have some, but not anytime soon.
Yeah.
Probably not.
Live your life a bit more.
Yeah, exactly.
Living with Amy will give Angelina a chance to see what it's like looking after a 3-year-old like Mason.
So what have you done at nursery today, Papa?
Eating orange.
Eating orange. That sounds nice.
And she also gets a chance to face up to her fear of dogs.
Do you want to hold Nancy for a bit?
Yeah, I'll try.
She's quite strong, but you need to just be firm with her.
No, Nancy.
Nancy.
When I was in Monaco, my friend had a King Charles, and it was like a small little puppy. It was really cute. It was really easy to walk.
She's only been with Amy for a short time, but Angelina is keen to check in with her mum.
Hi, Mum.
Hi. So how is it?
I met the girl who I'm staying with. Her name's Amy. She was evicted from her other house. Everything in their house now has been donated, like, by charities, and that was really sad to hear.
That must be really tough going. I'm presuming it's a young family then.
She found out she was pregnant 3 weeks before she turned 16.
You know, Angelina, that's kind of the age that you're at now. You've just turned 16. Can you imagine?
know. And she's really strong as well, considering everything she's been through. So now we're going to a soft play area with Mason, and then we'll head home and make some dinner.
All right, well, I'll be thinking of you. Enjoy.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye. Bye.
The soft play Amy goes to costs £3, a huge sum on her tight budget, so going here is a rare treat.
Wow, Mason, I'm in this one.
Oh, he loves it here, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does. He would come every day if we could.
I think it's really sad how this play area is only £3 to bring in Mason, and the fact that she's only been here once a year because of financial issues, and it makes me realise how much I take for granted. And like, for me, £3, like I'd spend on a frappuccino or something.
While Angelina has never had to worry about money, Amy has spent her whole life scrimping and saving.
I remember when a fiver used to last me like 2 weeks.
Wow,
Them were the days. We'd like buy a pick and mix for £1 or something like that.
That's good, yeah.
And then I was very into making dens, so we didn't really need money. We'd like go down to the riverbank and like plant the willow trees and stuff like that.
Mummy!
So do you remember what you used to do for fun?
We had something similar to this. We'd also ice skate a lot.
Oh, did you? I'd love to go ice skating.
Have you never been?
No, I've never been. So do you play any sports then?
At school I do. I play hockey, netball and tennis.
So do you have like a tennis court at home?
No, not at home.
Oh, don't you?
But at school we have loads. There's like 16 tennis courts.
Amy dare not go over the hour of the soft play, so they all head home to get ready for dinner.
So what are we having for dinner?
I was thinking chicken Kievs with tomato and mascarpone pasta.
Oh, that sounds good.
Does that sound all right?
Yeah. What can I help you with?
Grating Parmesan cheese?
Yeah.
Is that all right?
Yeah.
Angelina appears keen to help, but she's completely unused to doing so.
My arm started to hurt. So Amy just finished it off quickly for me.
Unlike Angelina, Amy doesn't have the option of giving up. If she didn't cook, her family would go hungry.
How long do the chicken Kievs need?
Usually by the time I've done the pasta, the chicken Kievs are ready. This is where I usually burn myself, by the way. Pasta's probably one of the main things that we have in our house because it's dry, it stores easily, it lasts forever, and in my opinion, it goes with practically everything.
What sauce is this?
Tomato and mascarpone.
How much did you pay for these?
They were 85p each.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, that's really good.
What would you do if there's any left over?
Either save it for lunch tomorrow, even though I don't really have lunch, but if there's pasta in, then I'll have lunch.
What do you mean by you don't have lunch sometimes?
If I was to buy lunch in, then that'd probably add an extra £5–10 onto my shopping bill, and I can't do that. So the first meal of the day is my tea, and then...
So you don't even eat breakfast?
No. It's usually one meal a day.
This is really good, thank you. So how much would this plate of food cost, roughly?
Probably £1.50 each, considering that we've still got stuff left as well. So yeah, about £1.50 each.
That's really good.
What would you say the most expensive meal that you've had has cost you?
When I eat out with my mum and my brother, the bill would come to like a couple of £100. Or like most recently, I was in Monaco and like the restaurants there are really expensive. And like literally a bottle of water would be like €6. So you could have like £5 like something.
Didn't they have any taps?
I know, it's ridiculous.
Yeah. I'd literally just go to the sink and pour myself some water. Couldn't do that. Do you want to say goodnight?
Amy swiftly puts Mason to bed. Before telling Angelina how she copes when things get really tough.
I deal with it by just taking it day by day. Like a couple of weeks ago, my bills went out when I wasn't expecting it and I had £6 to live on for the whole week. But luckily we had a couple of meals like left in the freezer and what have you. So just literally got through the day, went to bed, got through the day again. So it's really stressful, but it's been that way since I was little. I think for a 19-year-old, I deal with it really well.
Yeah, you definitely do. Like, it's insane how you're coping.
Yeah, it's quite strange, really. Everyone's like said, oh, are you going for counselling or something like that? No, I'm just ignoring it. Have you ever heard of food bank?
I've heard of it, but I don't think I know exactly what it is.
Okay, what it is people would go around the supermarkets and obviously buy their shopping, and if they were feeling generous, they'd buy one extra thing, and then they put it in the food bank basket.
Oh, I've heard of them.
Yeah.
They're in like Waitrose and stuff.
And then when you've got no money, you go and tell like a help schemes, and they'd give you a voucher for the food bank. It's not massive quality, most of it's like supermarket basics and stuff like that, but it's enough to live on.
When was the first time that you went?
Just after we got moved into a homeless accommodation. And the woman came up to me and she went, are you hungry? Do you need anything to eat? And I just broke down crying. I was like, oh my God, I'm a charity case. And she was like, it's all right. We have people new here every single day.
I think that's really, really brave of you to have to like put yourself through that, and it's shocking, but it's nice to know that there are things out there though
that can help.
people.
Yeah, there is so much support out there these days. Now I know that if I need help, then I should ask for it rather than just struggling through times and kind of trying to make do.
Yeah.
While Amy has learned to graciously appreciate the kindness of strangers, Angelina isn't quite so accepting.
What's the sleeping arrangement tonight?
At the minute, are you all right sleeping on the couch?
I don't really know.
Nancy, stop nibbling.
To be honest, I really struggle with spiders, and there's loads in this room as well.
Yeah, there is a few. I don't really mind them though, they do eat the flies.
I'm so scared of spiders, and I'm also scared of dogs, and even though I've overcome it, it's still going to keep me up at night, and I'd rather stay in a hotel. I'm really sorry, and I hope you're not offended.
Oh no, it's all right. It makes life easier for both of us at the end.
Yeah. What time would you like me to be back in the morning?
I dropped Mason off at 9:15, so could you be here for 8:55?
Yeah, that's
Is that
fine.
all right?
Thank you for everything today.
It's been a really good day, actually, hasn't it?
Yeah, I really enjoyed it.
I'll
see you in the morning. Bye.
Bye.
By staying the night at a hotel that cost 3 times Amy's weekly food bill, Angelina has cheated.
I'm so glad that I'm not having to stay there for the night. I really couldn't bring myself to stay there.
She'd better not tell her mum. Next morning, Angelina arrives later than promised for a big day of chores.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm all right. We've got to go straight to nursery.
Yeah. Morning, Mason.
Come on then, baby. Close this. So how was the hotel?
Yeah, it was good.
Is it somewhere you'd usually stay?
No, if I'm on holiday and then I'll stay in a hotel.
Yeah.
But not usually in England.
Ah.
After dropping Mason off, Amy explains how getting a job would affect her nursery benefit.
I get 15 hours free.
Oh,
but if I was working full time and getting the same amount of money that I am now, I'd have to fork out like £20 to £45 a day for nursery. Well, I wouldn't be getting that much money.
Yeah.
Back home, it's a rare treat, breakfast.
What would you like?
I'm not actually that hungry because I ate in the hotel.
Uh-huh.
But I'll help you make breakfast.
Do you want to see what I usually have for breakfast when I have breakfast?
What do you have?
A bit of chocolate orange.
Don't you have to like drop it to break it?
Yeah, so if you see that dint in the wall there, yeah, that's from a chocolate orange as well. I just tend to sort of whack them anywhere I feel like it, and that day it was the wall. Do you want a piece?
No, I'm okay.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
All right, more for me anyway. So what would you usually eat for breakfast then?
So my mum usually makes me and my brother pancakes, but she like adds loads of like flaxseed, banana, blueberries. Do you know goji berries? Yeah, so like things like that.
Sounds nice. Are you sure you don't want any?
Yeah, I'm fine, you can have it.
Being a bit of a pig this morning.
Should I show you something I do actually have for breakfast sometimes?
Yeah, that'd be nice. What, have you got it with you?
Yeah, I'll go grab it.
Is it gonna be sushi? Not a fan of fish at all. I'll try whatever it is, obviously. Hey!
So, I brought some crackers and caviar.
Caviar? Isn't caviar fish eggs?
Yeah, it is. Have you ever tried it before?
No, never.
Have a try.
That's really strange. So how much would you usually pay for a jar that size then?
Well, the jars I take to school are about half that size and they're like £35.
Wow. Stick with me chocolate.
Amy's eager to get Angelina to understand the kind of responsibilities a teenage mum like her has.
When Mason's at nursery, I usually do a bit of housework and what have you before he comes back. Do you want to help out with that?
What do you want me to do?
It's just hoovering, windows and washing up, so pick a job.
I'll hoover.
Angelina's never done housework in her life, so vacuuming carpets is going to be a real test.
Like it rolls on its wheels, but it doesn't move. Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing with this. I don't know how to work it. So I turn it on. I'm gonna have to get Amy. Amy?
Yeah?
So I can turn it on and then I don't know how to move it because it...
I get you. Right, okay. So you put your foot on it, roll it back, roll it forward.
And then to push it around.
Put your foot on it. And then literally just push it. Yeah, I was quite shocked when she couldn't use the vacuum cleaner. I thought she was messing around at first because I thought that everyone's at least done hoovering once or twice in life, whether you're rich or not.
She's done it!
Now I know how to use this, it's fine.
Maybe not.
It's so boring. It's still quite dirty, but I've had enough. Amy?
Yeah?
How much longer shall I vacuum for?
She wouldn't mind just doing a really quick length of the haul, would you?
Oh, yeah.
It takes
With
like...
the other setting?
Yeah, it takes like 30 seconds.
Yeah, I'll
and
do
then...
that. Is it all right if I just leave it like that?
So how did you find the hoovering? Was it difficult?
Yeah, it was just a bit boring.
Yeah. Luckily, I gave you the easy hoover to use. Can I ask you a quick question?
Yeah, sure.
If you get your own place, do you see yourself doing the housework by yourself or getting someone else to do it?
I'll probably have like a cleaner or something. Maybe not every day, like occasionally.
Amy has no choice but to clean everything herself.
Hoovering up, I don't mind. Windows aren't too bad because they only take a minute or two, apart from the ones that I can't reach, as you can see.
Do you want me to do them then?
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Finally, Angelina is offering to help.
Thanks, sweetheart.
That's okay.
So you know you've cleaned windows now and you've hoovered up? Yeah. What do you think your mum will feel about that? Do you think she'll ask you to do bits at home more now?
She probably will.
Do you think?
Yeah.
How do you feel about that?
I'll probably just split it with my brother and make him do half as well.
Yeah, now you know how to do it. You can teach him how to do it.
Yeah.
Perfect. Thanks, sweetheart.
That's all right. Is there anything else you want me to do?
Oh, no, it's all done now, thank God. Right. So what I usually do now is the weekly food shop, okay? I have a budget of £30, which has to last the house, so me, my mum, Mason, and the animals, a week of food. Would you mind trying to crack it for me?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I won't get anything you don't like.
No,
like
no sushi or caviar.
Yeah.
At 16, Angelina has never had to budget for a supermarket food shop. This is a big challenge.
All I need is a week's food shopping. Do you think you're ready?
Yeah, I can do it.
There's 30. Okay.
Thank you.
Have fun with it. Good luck.
Amy won't be offering any help with the shopping, but she will be listening in while Angelina goes round.
So I get a trolley because I don't like carrying a basket.
Okay, so she's inside.
45p white seeded farmhouse. Yes. Unicorn carrots, that is so cute. Buy 3, save 20%.
Good girl, she's getting the offers.
Sweet potatoes, £1. Do they do organic?
Angelina's started well, but buying a whole week's worth of food for a family under £30 is very tough.
Pasta. Okay, this is the one that we had for dinner.
She's remembered that Amy loves pasta, but she needs to spend money on meat.
Smoked salmon, let's grab some smoked salmon.
Smoked salmon? That costs a fortune.
No, we don't like salmon. Please don't get salmon. It'll just go to the cats.
Okay, done.
And I think she's finished.
But has she kept within budget?
35, that's the whole budget.
No, Angelina, that's £5 over.
I wonder whether she's going to put some things back or not.
What do we actually not need? Do we need chickpeas? What are they going to do with that? They can roast them. They're really nice to snack on. And they're cheap anyway. What was expensive?
The smoked salmon?
Total is £29.69.
So price-wise, she's done really well, but I haven't seen what the end result is of what she's got. Here she comes, she's got 4 bags. Yes, she's done well. I hope it kicks her into gear about that she doesn't need to spend loads of money shopping all the time.
That was so difficult, but I've got loads of stuff, so let's go home and have a look at what I've got.
Okay. Guessing you've never carried bags before.
These are heavy.
Yeah, aren't they?
There's all the potato.
Come on then, Pot.
It's crunch time. Has Angelina managed to buy a week's worth of meals for £30?
Do you guys eat sweet potato?
Yes, we
Really?
do. Yes.
Cool. This was only £1. Bananas.
Mason's favourite.
Cool. I also got a mango. Just because it was.
That is literally my
really cheap.
favourite.
Do you like dried apricots?
I've never actually had dried apricots.
Angelina's bought loads of fruit, vegetables and things she likes to snack on, but there's precious little protein. Apart from the smoked salmon.
I've got your change.
Oh, you have changed.
31p change.
Well done. How did you find it?
I thought it was really fun, actually. I enjoyed doing it. But I realised, like, once I got to about 15, 20 pounds, it was mainly a lot of fruit and veg. And that I had to, like, add in a few bits of meat. So I got the chicken and the salmon. And then I also got some pasta, because I know that's, like, a good base for your meals. Is there anything that I missed out, though? Or what would you do differently?
You concentrated more on healthy snacks and stuff. I concentrate more on your main nighttime meal. And we have meat with every meal, so you've only really got kind of 2 meals. But considering that you're only 16 and you've never done a food shop by yourself, you've done really, really well. And thank you.
Having done all the chores and the shopping, Amy takes Angelina to the local horse riding centre.
I started when I was about 11 and I'm not looking back, I'm not stopping, I love it.
Amy can't afford to go very often, but she tries to put a couple of pounds away each month to save up for a lesson.
Hands down. Much better. Ready? 1, 2, 3, and then land as gently as you can.
Angelina's happy to pay for her own lesson, as it's a welcome break from chores.
How does that feel?
It's okay.
And walking.
Oh my God, I'm stuck.
There you go.
But at the end of the session, Angelina learns that they have to muck out the stables.
Okay, so we're going to start off, we're going to remove all the droppings from the bedding. Over to you guys.
I didn't expect to be mucking out, and I found that bit really disgusting. It stinks.
It's better than dog poo.
Yeah, that's true.
Dog poo smells more. I've never had a problem with horse poo.
That was just disgusting. I hated that bit. Is this how much crap a horse would make, like,
Yes,
overnight?
Unfortunately. Yeah, this has just been the morning.
Do you need mucking out like twice a day?
Oh my gosh. I didn't like how I was asked to carry the wheelbarrow full of all of the horse's poo. And then I had to tip it into like a bigger pile of poo. Oh my God. It wasn't very fun.
Living skint and doing the chores with Amy has been a real eye-opener for rich kid Angelina. Her mum will be proud. So she puts in a call. Let's hope Mum doesn't ask her where she slept last night.
Hi, Mum.
How are you doing?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Yeah, really good. Angelina, tell me about the last night. How did you sleep?
Uh-oh.
I couldn't stay here because she wanted me to sleep in the living room, and I was just way too scared. Like, there were so many spiders on the ceiling. Like, there's a massive cobweb in the corner of the room. So I stayed in a hotel last night, and then...
Isn't that cheating, staying in a hotel? Surely you're supposed to stay there and actually experience everything.
No, but I couldn't. No, I couldn't. Like, it was really bad.
I think that's a little bit feeble.
But Angelina is quick to talk about all her hard work.
I had to go and do the food shop today with a £30 budget and go and get her a week's worth of food.
Really? A whole week?
Yeah. And she said that she was quite pleased with like what I got her, but there's not enough for her to actually make a decent meal for a week. I've literally done so much cleaning today as well. You'll be so proud.
Make up for all the years that you haven't.
Yeah. Don't get any ideas though.
I think I actually like the sound of that. And I shall line up the Hoover and the window cleaning.
Gosh.
So you can be busy over the weekend. You can show me all your new skills.
Yeah.
What do you think about the way that she's having to live?
Yeah, it's definitely affected me, and it's made me realise how much I actually do take for granted. You know, like just the smallest amount of money can like keep Mason happy, can give her food for a couple of days. So yeah, it definitely has affected me.
Yeah, so hopefully you'll be able to have a sort of better understanding of how some people have to really struggle. Okay, well, enjoy dinner tonight, and I shall look forward to seeing you when you get back.
Thank you.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.
With their time together coming to an end, Amy has made a farewell dinner. It's an opportunity for Angelina to tell her how much her views have changed.
Honestly, before I came here, I didn't know anything about benefits. I kind of thought I had some idea of what they were, but then like, now that you've kind of explained everything to me, and I have a better understanding of like how things actually are for some people.
What bit about my life did you find kind of hard to imagine?
We're both really young, and you being pregnant at 16, that's the age that I'm at now. Like, I just find that so hard to imagine that I'd have to, you know, think about having to raise a child and start a family. And that's just incredible how you've managed to obviously do so well with that.
Thank you.
And I've found it amazing as well. Like, you've been on a tough journey.
Well, it's like I don't see it that way, but I can imagine it being quite hard-hitting for someone else.
Angelina now has a much better understanding of Amy's situation, but she does feel there's one thing Amy could do to save money.
So obviously your financial situation is very tight, but don't you think that maybe without the pets or with less, you'd have more money left over for yourself?
Yeah, definitely, but it'd only work out to an extra £3, maybe £4 a week. But emotionally, what we get back from the animals, they are worth so much more.
How have they helped you over the years?
Well, I've had depression since I was 13, and there's plenty of times that I could have given up but any time I've wanted to give up and wanted to go through with it, they've always helped me through it.
Don't cry, I cry when people cry.
So, yeah. It's a bit...
It's so funny. The fact that her animals mean so much to her, it just shows like how like little support she's had from people, and it's been like really hard with her mum as well. She's had to go through it all like at such a young age. I just hate to be put through that situation, and I'm really grateful that I have people that I can like, you know, rely on and who I know are there for me. And she's literally had no one to help her through it. She's had to do it all by herself. It's just amazing how anyone her age can do that.
In the time she's spent with Amy, Angelina has learnt a lot about living on the breadline. And as she prepares to say goodbye, it's clear that she's been deeply affected by her experiences.
Thank you so much for having me. It's been so fun.
It's been really good, hasn't it? I've enjoyed it.
Yeah. And I got you guys this because I know how much you love chocolate. That's okay. Mason, I'm gonna go now. Do I get a hug?
Good boy. Oh, he wants to give you a kiss.
Aww. Thank you.
So cute. Bye. Right, honey, stay in touch, yeah?
Yeah, definitely.
Promise?
Yeah. And I want to try and help as much as possible, so just let me know if there's anything that I can do.
Just chatting to me would be helping off, honestly.
No, because honestly, like, you deserve so much as well.
Thank you. Give me a pup.
See you guys.
See you later. Message me when you get home safe, okay?
I will, thank you.
See you later.
Bye.
Bye. Come on, get up again.
I don't really know what to feel. I'm kind of overwhelmed with like loads of emotions right now. I've definitely got a lot to take away from the 2 days that I've spent with her. It's really changed my perspective on everything, and I'm definitely going to have a different view on life from now on.